Going where the fair winds blow, our home is where the waters flow. We'll show you what we've come to know on board while sailing wisdom.
Good morning, everybody. We are off again. We're going to be doing short stints in each place from now on until we get to St. Augustine or somewhere. And right now we are headed another 13 miles up the ICW. I do want to point out, though, for those of you who are thinking of doing the ICW, this anchorage at Vero Beach was a phenomenal anchorage. We slept like babies. It was dark. It was quiet. It was beautiful.
As a young girl, the fields were mine. We played hide and seek for hours, raised our shadows among the pines. So offshore, playful and free, without a care in the world. I was one rich little girl, daydreamer, kidnap me, take me back. All the way back to them days, running around in a gown and a crown, barefoot. No mistake ever kept me late. We spent summers catching fireflies and winters on our skates. One big smile across my face. We used to dance our way to church on Sundays. Mama set the pace.
Alright, so we're here, we're anchored, and I'm making a big fancy rice dish.
And why is the generator on?
Yeah, the noise box. So today, for whatever reason, half our solar panels decided, nah, they don't want to make power. So they just sat in float mode and made a whopping total of 30 watts all day. So it's frustrating. So we needed to top off because we've been motoring like crazy to get up here and the batteries are just low.
We dropped anchor here at, where are we?
Sebastian Inlet.
Sebastian Inlet. And it's a really bad anchorage. We pretty much just pulled off to the side of the channel and we're out in the middle of everything. But no boats are gonna hit us because we're not in the channel. It's just kind of a crappy windy day, but the wind was great because even though our batteries were really low and not charging because the solar panels weren't working, we made good time because we went full sail. We just put up our sails and it was awesome. We're just gonna have a nice dinner, have an early night, and get up super early tomorrow morning to get going again.
Good morning, everyone. It is way too early to be waking up and doing this, but we gotta go. It's 6:09. Oh, so early. So I gotta get the anchor up because in a few moments the tide literally drops 4 inches, and then we might not be able to get out of here. So I don't want to do that.
Sun is in the process of rising.
So the deal is, this place has no tide and no currents, which sounds nice, but in reality, it has between a 1 foot to 4 inch tide. And that means that since we dropped our anchor with like barely a foot under our boat, if we didn't pick it up at the same tide, we'd be stuck. So I did not want to be stuck here until the afternoon tide. So thankfully now we're going to a town. We're going to anchor by a bridge. It's an anchorage, it's well known, it's got lots of reviews on Navionics, so it should be much better.
Thought I'd show off my rigging doctor gear shirt here today for today's video, but it is 1 million degrees, so goodbye. It's just too hot. It's too hot for shirts. It's too hot. But buy our shirts.
Yeah, Jerry, how was your shower? Did you like it?
We're gonna get out of here. We're heading about 13 miles today. We are starting here in Melbourne, Florida, and we're heading up north. We're just slowly making our way towards St. Augustine. That's our big goal by the end of the month, to get right before St. Augustine to this marina that we can actually afford. The main challenge of the ICW is staying in the channel, because everything outside the channel is super shallow, which makes finding anchorages outside the channel really difficult, because as soon as you mosey on out of there, it'll get really shallow on you really fast. For deep draft like ours, that is a challenge. So right now we're having the challenge of getting back into the channel without running aground.
Let me tell you this, let me tell you right now, your exquisite kiss, dead burning, didn't know I missed this passion in life. Now I'm addicted somehow. Let me tell you what is up with your smile? It's impossible, not melting, irresistible. When I look through your eyes, not even sky's the limit. I used to be satisfied, stayed over the surface.
We're going 5 knots. This is awesome. We're sailing, like really truly sailing in the ICW. Full sail, and it's paying off. 5 knots is really good for us here in the ICW. We haven't gone this fast in a long time. Hello.
I'm a butterfly who was in the taking me a while to get it. Had to live and cry to appreciate life, and what you give is worth it. When you're holding me, when you hold me so close, I want better in under your skin. Wanna leave a mark so that I can be sure that you remember what's been. I used to be satisfied, stayed over the surface. Now I just can't get enough. You make me feel good like no other. I just want everyone to see what I've discovered. And when I'm with you, I go higher. You lift me up, now I can see so much farther. You're not rising. You're not rising. Let me tell you what I found. Leaving everything behind, knowing there is more in life that I want. Now I wanna embrace life. You and I side by side, knowing there is more in life that I want. You make me feel good like no other. I just want everyone to see what I've discovered. And when I'm with you, I go higher. You lift me up, now I can see so much farther. You're not rising. You're not rising.
Okay, I just dropped the sails. We're coming into our anchorage now, and it was a really good run. We did 5 to 6 knots almost the whole time. It was really really fun. It's really great to do yoga on a boat, but especially this boat when we are sailing and heeled just a little bit, because when we're heeled, the deck actually becomes flat on the high side. So it's perfect.
Okay, so we made it here to the anchorage. It's really nice, pretty. These are all good things. We came here because apparently there's this lake that has really cool birds, and we never get to see cool birds. But we got here and man, I'm tired. Like, I went biking today and swimming and just, I'm pooped. Pooped.
I made some tortellini because it's not hot enough here already. We needed hot food. As you can see, I paid the price for not wearing a shirt today, so probably won't be doing that again.
I liked it. Hey Mads, how's it feel to have a bird stand on your sunburn?
It is one of the less comfortable things that I've ever had happen.
What would you say is the most uncomfortable thing you've ever had happen?
Getting my tonsils removed.
Okay.
Or breaking my collarbone.
Both of those sound joyous.
Morty just dug a hole and sat in it.
Hi, Jerry.
Hot. Come on, boy. Come on,
You can do it.
Yay, good boy.
Okay, this is excellent. The winds are perfect. We're doing 5 knots, no motor, and the panels are charging everything. So if the wind does die, we'll have plenty of power to keep going. But in the meantime, we're making our way to Titusville. So it's about a 22-mile run from wherever we are near a place called Honeymoon Lake all the way up to Titusville. Now, the most disappointing thing happened. On Navionics, it said that Honeymoon Lake was a nature preserve and you could go see super awesome, cool birds and stuff there. So I was super excited. And we anchored here specifically to go see those birds at this really cool lake. I took Maury to shore in that lake, and when I got there, there was no nature preserve. It was just covered in giant mansions. It was so disappointing. So we left.
Full sail. I'm so out of breath from getting up that main. Everything is relative. So the electric motor is so much quieter than a diesel. It's just a constant quiet whir that we hear. And honestly, after a while, you don't even hear it. But nothing compares to pure sailing. You guys be quiet for a sec. I'm trying to sail.
That's a really nasty storm cloud up ahead of us. So, we're weighing our options. One option is anchor, let that thing blow over, call it a day. Another option is ride the storm. So pretty much it's gonna be a massive thunderstorm, lots of rain, lots of wind. So pray that it blows out of the south. Dolphins.
Whoa.
Guys, this is super cool. I'm kind of nerding out here, but rockets. We're sailing by NASA right now. Like, that's pretty cool. So we're passing Cape Canaveral, so I believe it's called the Kennedy Space Center. And yeah, I can see a giant red rocket sitting there on the tarmac. So cool. It's awesome, because when we were crossing the ocean, the people who are the closest humans to us were actually in the space station going overhead, because we were so far from shore. So it's just cool to see where those guys got to the space station from.
We made it in just in time.
nasty, nasty stuff right there. It's my birthday, so we're gonna go to Horseshoe Crab Island and just hang out for the day.
Needless to say, this is a work day. It's storming outside, and I am very grateful that we are on a mooring ball. Yeah, so I'm gonna stay out here on Gator Watch while Herbie scrapes the bottom, and that's our life right now. Thanks for watching this episode of Sailing Wisdom. Don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends, and hit subscribe so you don't miss the next Rigging Doctor episode. And if you're interested in even more Rigging Doctor awesomeness, consider becoming a patron to see all of our extras. Can't wait to see you next time as you join us out here on the high seas.